Hello everybody, how's it going? This is Adam with the Transformed Livecast. We're live here. It's Thursday, 12 noon Eastern. That is our new time for the show, by the way. Thursday, 12 noon Eastern. We're going to be going live every week with the Transformed Livecast. So welcome to the show. This week, I've got a couple of key things we're going to hit on. First, I'm going to give you details on my 7-day clean eating challenge to make sure you're up to speed on that. And then I've got a teaching topic of the week as well, as usual. So that's how the show normally goes. What's up, Colinda? How's it going? Lisa's on there. I see you. How's it going, Lisa? So we're going to dive into the challenge details first, and then I've got a really good teaching topic for the second part of the show here. So let's dive on in. The 7-day clean eating challenge. It starts this coming Monday. And I know some people are like, well, 7 days, only eating for 7 days, clean eating for 7 days, that's not really going to do anything. But it's not about fixing all your problems in 7 days or getting all of your momentum back in 7 days. It's just establishing some momentum. And you have to start somewhere, right? Those of you that listened to my podcast from last week, it was talking about the theme of one day or day one, you choose. And we just want to make this day one so that we can move forward with momentum. So the 7-day clean eating challenge is going to be very simple but effective. My specialty is accountability, so I will hold you guys accountable. Our group, the fellow challenge participants, we're all going to be accountable to each other, and the goal is to pick a meal plan of your choosing. So the group, when we do challenges and things like that, it's open to any sort of meal plan. It's open to any sort of exercise regimen, so it's not like, oh, this is only Weight Watchers, so this is only paleo or anything like that. Any food plan is welcome. You choose which one that you want to commit to sticking to for the 7-day challenge. And ideally, it would be the food plan that you want to follow for the next 28 days or so. So think about that. And if you guys have trouble figuring that out, I've got resources. I did a really good, I thought it was really good, and so did my mom, a blog and podcast episode on finding your right fit nutrition plan. I did actually have a few people say that it was very helpful. So I can post that in the links underneath this video so that you have that resource to use as well. So we're going to choose which plan you're going to use for the next 7 days, ideally thinking longer term, like 28 days with that plan though. We're going to ramp up that momentum, and the goal is no cheats for 7 days, so you're not going to fall off that plan. So if you're doing a paleo plan, that means that you're not going to eat a non-paleo friendly meal for 7 days. So no ice cream or going out for beers or Diet Coke or whatever it is. So that's the mission, and it's super simple. Each day, I'm either going to have a video with a little bit of coaching like this, or a post with a discussion topic or something to think about, or a little bit of homework each day along the way. I'll be putting things up at noon. That way, the discussion kind of starts midday. You can catch up from the day before in the morning if you need to. So there's two areas of the discussion where you can kind of interact with each other, fellow challenge participants. One is with our challenge archive group. I'll post a link on that, or you can just go to the website, transformationcoach.me. At the top, you can join the challenge and get access to the challenge archive. You can post comments below each post that I put up or each video that I put up, and we can interact back and forth. The other way to do it is join my free Defeat the Cheat group. Just go to www.defeatthecheat.com. That's my Facebook group. It's free. That link will reroute you directly where you can join up, and that's where I'll be putting the posts as well every day so that you can interact with people. And that group is super rowdy and super fun. Shout out to the Defeat the Cheat crew. You guys rock. So those are the two ways we can interact with each other. And I feel like that interaction, that group synergy is really important because it's accountability, but also you get that synergy like I talked about. You see other people doing it. You see some thoughts and insights from other people. We can share ideas, share tips, share recipes, and we're going to get each other through that. So 7-day clean eating challenge. 2 bonuses I've included with that. I posted my transformationcoach.me recipe book. I've got the recipes that are some of my favorites broken down into proteins, carbs, fats, veggies, vegetarian options, sweet treats. There's 35 pages in there. It's all free, so that is in the challenge as a bonus. And also, like I mentioned earlier, you get the challenge archive. So we've done 2 other challenges before this, but we're going to do 1 a month. So this is going to keep building up. You have lifetime access to the challenge archive for free. So as we do challenges, I keep posting them. You can keep redoing them and access them anytime you want. all the downloads, all the freebies, all the videos, they're all in there. So I'm trying to build a lot of value with this because here's a hot tip. I love doing challenges. I love doing them, so we're going to keep doing them. And I have as much fun with these as you guys do. So it's I feel very honored to be able to run these things and put you guys through them. And I like to get creative and think of new things. So I've got some good challenges coming up here in the next couple of months to get us through the summertime. So that's the quick review on the challenges. Again, you can go to www.transformationcoach.me and you'll see a challenge button right at the top. Click on that, get signed up. If you've done one of our previous challenges, you're already in the archive, you're good to go. Just make sure you've joined the Defeat the Cheat group. That way you get to interact in there. So that's the challenge update. Now let's do the teaching topic of the week. I mentioned a little bit with the challenges. I'm all about accountability. And I just wrapped up a podcast interview with one of my local superstars who's lost 43 pounds. His name's Nick Bragan. And one of the topics we talked about was accountability anchor points. And accountability isn't the most sexy fitness topic because most people avoid it. They're like, I need to be self-accountable. That's the fitness lie that I hear a lot of people tell themselves. I have to be self-accountable before I can be accountable to anyone else, Adam. I hear it all the time. And it drives me nuts because they've got it backwards. All right? You have to, first off, there's kind of a three-step process. You have to look to be held accountable. So find a program where there is accountability involved. All right? Anything that I do is going to have accountability, so FYI, that's an easy find. Then you have to be willing to be held accountable by somebody else that is an expert or has already been through what you are trying to learn or accomplish. I usually say for 6 months at least before you can start establishing a little bit of self-accountability. You have to have someone else to lean on and mentor you and hold you accountable for that 3 to 6 month period to where you start to build up your own momentum, and then you can start adding in some self-accountability. But there's this concept of accountability anchor points that I really like, and it's I like to describe it as like climbing a mountain. So if you're going to climb a mountain, I've never climbed a mountain, but I've seen movies about it, and so I'm an expert. And they anchor on every so many feet or whatever, so that if they slip, they only fall down to that last anchor. All right, they don't fall all the way to the bottom to where they started and crash and burn and die. So that's always sad. The same thing applies with our transformation. We're climbing that transformation mountain, and you want to have as many accountability anchor points as you go and establish those as we continue to transform our lifestyles, our habits, and our bodies. And that way, if you do slip up, you only fall to that last accountability anchor point. You got something there to keep you from falling to the bottom, right? So what are accountability anchor points? Things like coaches, if you have a personal trainer, a mentor, friends, groups of friends that work out together, going to boot camp classes, going to like weigh-in checkpoints. At my local gym, every other week I have them come in for a weigh-in checkpoint. That's a serious accountability anchor point because we remind them, hey, been a while since you've weighed in, let's come and do a check-in. With the friends, co-workers that meet up and do like a lunch walk, and you're accountable to be in there because you signed up for it, or somebody is waiting on you, whether it's a workout group from your work or a workout buddy or a friend or family member, they're waiting on you. They know, okay, we're supposed to run at the park at this time every week. I got to be there, or I'm not accountable to that person or that group. The Facebook groups, lots of Facebook groups out there. As we all know, my favorite one is the Defeat the Cheat group. You can go to that, www.defeatthecheat.com. That's my group. I'm partial. I'm biased, severely biased. But Facebook groups are a great way to be accountable if it's run right, and you're on there posting about your workouts. I have people in my group that post every day that they work out, what they did, and they are just accountable to that. Same thing with food. People will post their meals online. So there's lots and lots of options for accountability anchor points, special programs, boot camps, things like that. And you want to collect as many of these as possible, which isn't always our natural thinking. Like I said, people have this ego in the way where I have to be self-accountable. I've got to be only accountable to myself, or otherwise, it's an epic fail. But really, like I said, you have to be accountable to somebody else first so that they can show you. I always say the quickest way to get where you want to be is find somebody that's already done it and learn from them. Have them show you the way, and that's what accountability is all about, right? All right, so that is my topic of the week. establishing accountability anchor points. All right, let's talk about links I'm going to put underneath this post once I post it live. I'm going to post the information from my 7-day clean eating challenge. Of course, that's free. All the bonuses, all that stuff, all that's free. I'll post a link to that. I will post a link to my latest blog post with 40-pound club weight loss superstar Nick Bragan. I've got 8 takeaway tips in my blog, about a 30-minute podcast interview. It turned out really, really good. And yeah, that's it. So next week, the challenge starts. 7-day clean eating challenge. Our goal is to ramp up. Summer is in full swing. It's time to clean up that diet so that you look and feel your best during the summer months. All right, we're going to crush it. We're going to establish some momentum and keep building momentum throughout this summer. I will see you next week for the challenge.